The road to $500,000 is down to the 10 best drivers in the world. From iRacing's virtual Michigan International Speedway, we say good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to round one, race one of the 2024 NASCAR Coca-Cola iRacing Series playoffs. Pace car down and in. Wyatt Tinsley at the helm with 10 drivers, championship hopes on the line. Let's go playoff racing at Michigan. Good start to the outside and all the way to a third lane already goes Caden Honeycutt. White leads what's now the middle. Pole sitter Tinsley with a white 20 car on the inside, but to the race lead is Parker White as we're 4 wide off of turn 2.
And Caden Honeycutt did a terrific job. You're going to see this throughout the race, that being on that high side, so much of the draft, it's so important as we are 4 wide, 5 wide with Vicente Salas. You can see right on the top side, that's the blue and yellow machine of Donovan Strauss that gets shuffled out.
And 3 wide for the race lead. Parker White trying to go for the 2-for-1 move on LaPrade, and Alt, he slides up. He's got it. What a pass for Parker White to go back to the race lead, as it is still enthralled in 3 wide behind him with much of his other championship competitors. 4 wide. There's that 48 car to the middle of the 3 wide there of Graham Boland coming through. A lot of contact, as you mentioned, those cars on fresh tires trying to make a pass on all the drivers who decided to stay out.
But for right now, Parker White just too strong. He makes the pass for the lead. And oh, we're wrecking out of turn 4. Garrett Maines into Vicente Salas. They spin on the front straightaway, and caution is out.
This mess, and that was ringing the hornet's nest where those fresh tires and old tires were meeting.
Let's take a look here. Oh, Maines a little bit loose. He gets a shot from Steven Wilson and trying to collect it, gets up into Vicente Salas. So it's really tight again. 15, 20 points, that's not nothing. That's a big advantage to have, as we see a lot of close battling further back in the pack. Talked about Vicente Salas and the damage that he had. Doesn't look like it's slowing him up all too much. And oh, that's going to slow him up. He spins off at 2. Is he off the racing surface? No, as Vicente Salas gets a tag out of turn 2, and caution will be out. But luckily for him, talked about the lack of damage on that car. It looks like he's able to keep that despite the spin.
And Duval aggressively cuts under the 51 of Strauss. LaPrade to the outside. Breaks up some of the Williams synergy on the front row as Duval takes over second. And now Strauss crosses back to the inside. No match, though, for the big push coming on the outside. Duval to the inside for the lead.
Kerwin made an aggressive move behind him. Does it work out? As he's going to try to at least get up in front of that 51 to Donovan Strauss? No. Again, that's how big of a run you can have, but if you can't quite clear, that's how difficult it can be. As Falkingham looks like he's able to get up in line just behind them. Wilson's trying to hold Strauss at bay. He's going to do the same thing that Kerwin just did, try to take that run into 1. But look how many cars he can drive by with all that momentum on the bottom. If he can get up in front of DeMerchant, that's 2 spots, and it looks like he's able to get it.
Up front, new race leader Brian LaPrade took it away from Parker White, but will it be short-lived? Because here comes the defending series champ in Steven Wilson. Down to the inside at 1 and 2. Pulls up is clear, and for the first time tonight, Wilson to the top spot as we work lap number 39.
For the next couple of years, everybody's so close, trying to figure out which lane's moving. Is anybody stacking up? Is anybody going to make a mistake? And this, again, this is why these drivers are the best in the world, right? You go into any A-Fix session, you're not going to see guys being able to run these all around the racetrack this close for so many laps. We got guys sliding around, people cutting each other off, making moves. Yet here we're still going strong, but I don't know how much longer it can last.
And I referenced earlier, the draft's going to be a big issue. We'll hold that thought because there is the caution. Oh, and we're still wrecking. What a save after the yellow for Taylor Hurst.
My goodness. 4.5 seconds in the box would imply about a fuel-only stop to me. So we'll see if it works out. Top 4 all have red numbers on the roof. Let's see if they can keep it rolling. Duval in 3rd right now, trying to get up in line. He's going to be able to successfully do so. He's got Ottinger along with him. Daniel Falkingham, P6, getting a challenge from Ray. They're 3 wide there. They're 4 wide behind him.
4 wide, now 5 wide, and in the middle of it all is Vicente Salas, who has been through the ringer tonight. He gets into the middle of the 23. That's Falkingham, who's out of shape. There goes Ottinger. Nick Ottinger spins. Salas is in it. Huge accident that takes out several playoff contenders. There are big implications for everybody in this field to qualify, but you're looking for the drivers in red as the playoff drivers. It starts right here around that 54 of Falkingham. Gets loose, comes down the hill, saves it, and then Ottinger's going to get turned right there. The 17 gets into him. He goes across the track, and that's where it gets really messy.
And all these guys, you can see them all getting so tight off of 4, one after the other. They push up into the wall. Something else with this race, that outside lane going to lose grip just overall as the sun goes down and as these drivers continue to wear in that groove. That's something that a number mentioned to me. The bottom's going to gain grip. The top is going to lose it as the wrecking behind them. I believe it was the 80 that was into the wall. It is indeed going to bring out a caution.
To the outside, first on the 29 of Mullis. Good run off of the corner, trying to find an opening between those 2 cars, but he had to get out of the gas a little bit, had to lift. Again, that battle for the lead was bottom right now, full screen. Behind them, fighting for the next man up spot in P4. Zelensky trying to hold off Graham Bolin, who's making a splash late. As we continue to watch, can Parker White just get clear of Mullis for second? Another corner into which he can't.
Shades of Pocono again. Graham Bolin, one of the best of those drivers that came down in pit. You could see Wilson getting shuffled back as, contact hard into the wall. He keeps it going straight, and now they're going to wreck in front of them. Caution is out. It was just about to talk about Graham Bolin just absolutely ripping through the field, and it looks like LaPrade for the lead. He's got a little bit of damage on the nose of that 88. That's going to slow him up as the race leader.
See what he can do from row number 3. Green flag in the air with 6 laps to go at Michigan, and another great start for the inside. LaPrade for the lead. Contact for 3rd. Bolin getting pushed, gets into the door of Mullis as Parker White clear for P2. Now looking for the inside, going for the race lead.
Again, that inside line let LaPrade go. They wanted to roll up and push each other for that start. Bolin doesn't. It's not going to work out for him. He loses the outside lane. He loses the draft. Salas, 90 degrees sideways. It's enough to throw the caution, but he saved it. My goodness.
Brian LaPrade in control, also looking to play spoiler in search of career race win number 1. Parker White, only playoff car in the top 7. He restarts on the inside of row 2 and 3rd. Green flag in the air. 2 laps to go at Michigan. Good jump for LaPrade. He gets clear, leads into turn number 1. White to the inside of Mullis, side by side P2.
The last thing LaPrade needs is for White to get clear out of 2, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be able to get up in front of Jimmy Mullis. They'll form up. White's going to have the run. Mullis looking to the inside. LaPrade's going to have to make his car wide. This is where that nose damage is really going to start hurting him into 3 and 4 this time.
Like White thought about blocking, let Mullis get to the inside. 29 car can't get the speed through the corner, but they're going to be stuck side by side for a second. Here comes Kerwin, 3 wide to the inside for second. White flag in the air. This race is official.
This is exactly what LaPrade needs. 4 wide behind them as Honeycutt tries to make the move on the bottom, but Kerwin, a great drive through the corner. They'll be side by side on the back straightaway.
White's got to run, but nowhere to go. Parker White going to push the 88 of LaPrade on the outside line. They've got all the momentum. LaPrade clear of the 77 of Kerwin on the inside. Now here comes Parker White to the outside. The 88 of LaPrade slides up into his door. They're going to beat and bang, lock together all the way to the finish line. Who gets it at Michigan? Brian LaPrade, by 3 1/1000ths of a second, gets his first career NASCAR win and plays spoiler over Parker White. And a celebration that he has waited his whole life for. This winning moment is brought to you by Coca-Cola, the official fan refreshment of eNASCAR.